Hey there everyone, ni hao, this is Choquito, and finally I'm back in China, and these are my cultural shocks after 1 year of not living in China. 我们开始吧。I've been here for almost 9 years and I didn't expect I will have that many shocks coming back. I've been living in Bolivia for 8 months and 1 month in Italy, so it feels very different being in China, and I forgot about many of these things, which now with a different perspective I can analyze finally. So let's see. Alright, so my first cultural shock would be that everybody is on their phone. I always remember that people in China were using their phones, but the contrast now is really big because this happens everywhere. You would even see people riding their scooters, watching a live stream at the same time as they are riding the streets. Then everybody on the metro, of course, I know they are releasing their stress and everything, but at the same time it's like literally everybody is on their phone. Some people are reading books on their phones, but that's the minority. People are having dinner, both of them are on their phones. One of them is streaming something, the other one is shuadoyin, you know? So nobody really pays that much attention to you when you are talking. Every 20 seconds they will be checking their phone. It's really frustrating, I have to say. It's something I definitely don't like too much. But at the same time, it's too indispensable for everybody to use their phones often, so to find that balance is pretty difficult. Okay, let's move on to shock number 2, which is how convenient and cheap is the country. I've been in Europe before coming to China and living in South America, and things are cheap in South America, but in China you can find equally cheap stuff, which is very surprising, especially in terms of food. You can get meals, like a full meal or like a set for $2 to $3, and of course whatever you want to buy online or on convenience stores is also going to be very cheap, very convenient, very quick deliveries. Whereas in Europe, I felt that everything is extremely expensive, especially eating out, entrance tickets for museums or trains and stuff like that. Compared to China, that's probably one of the nicest parts of living here. And perhaps my favorite part is that at any time, any moment of the day and any day of the week, whatever you want to get, most likely you can get it. Okay, shock number 3 would be the pace of life being crazy quick. The city is so huge and most of your time you're spending commuting. If you have to plan something, you have to plan ahead for days or weeks. Then you're constantly thinking about like, okay, what is my next activity to do? Where do I have to go? How much time will I have here then? How much time here? And I know that I have to do it and the schedule is tight, and it's every day we live here, it is like that. You cannot plan more than 2 activities probably per day. Whatever you do, you kind of feel that you are constantly rushing and that you never have enough time. There is very little time to just chill, relax, and soak in what's happening around you. So getting back into this crazy rushy lifestyle was a big change. Moving into a bit of a more negative cultural shock, that would be that people are rude. Very seldomly would somebody thank you or say you're welcome when you thank them. I don't know, sometimes you get the feeling that people feel a bit entitled with the way they treat you. Taxi drivers are also a bit rude. Nobody has time, everybody's in a rush. People are a bit selfish with each other, and because of that you also start feeling more stressed and more rude, less nice to people. Especially nobody wants to put any effort into treating you nicer. I mean, I'm generalizing, of course you bump into very nice people and friendly people, but the general feeling of the city is that nobody cares to try. That's the thing. Another shock here is that transportation is just on another level, extremely convenient. I think the metro system is the best in the world. Then you have bikes all around town and it's almost like riding them for free. It's only 1.5 RMB. You can take the bus, you can take a taxi, which is very affordable, even more affordable than in my hometown in South America, in Bolivia. So transportation is just on another level. Everything is very punctual, and so you can plan your time very well, and definitely that's what we need here. And it's also very enjoyable. It's very clean, very new. The streets are great, everything is well decorated, well maintained, so it's easy to ride around, so it's also an enjoyable process. So yeah, transportation is definitely one of the biggest pluses of the city. And my last point would be that money is the most important thing for almost everybody here. You can see most of the people being unhappy until they get money, and they don't see themselves happy without money. It's not just about the way they feel, but it's also present in conversations all the time. So whatever topic you are talking about, sooner or later it will be transferred into talking about money. For example, I don't know, you are talking that you've been recently to a new coffee shop or whatever, and they would ask you like, oh, how much did you spend? What's the price? Is it expensive? Is it cheap? And honestly, it grows annoying with time. Yeah, it just makes you feel that things have value only based on their price, or people have value only based on how much they earn. That sort of objectifies everything. Of course, we all need money to survive, to eat, to travel, to sustain our hobbies or whatever we like, and our families, right, protect each other. But at the same time, here it's just maximized to the point that I think it is not benefiting people and people's mental health. It makes you feel that everything is about money and status, and the city feels very shallow in that way. Hopefully that would change over the years, but yeah, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. That's it from me today. Let me know what do you think in the comments below. I'm pretty sure you have a lot to say. Hopefully see you in the next one. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe please, and I'll see you in the next one. The way.